Hi, Phil from Driftworks here. I'm back round at Dyno Talk with the V10 M3 and Jay. Loving life as usual. So it's a Wednesday. Jay's actually been here since Monday.
Yeah.
Full misery week.
Yeah, you've been busy doing actual business.
Yeah, I actually have. Yeah, some people forget that actually I am a businessman and I have to do business from time to time. So I've had guests from overseas for some important meetings for the last couple of days. So when I promised Jay last week that I was going to help him out with the misery of stripping the underside of this car, I'd kind of forgotten that there was 2 days of business time. So yeah. Well, yeah, I've got my overalls on.
Yeah.
So while I've been doing said business, Craig and Jay have been cracking on doing a load of welding and lots of stripping the underseal and everything like that off the car and all the sealer. So they've been filming little bits and pieces. I haven't seen what they've filmed, but yeah, we'll just play that first. Here you go.
Right, so after about 3 days of picking, burning, grinding,
being very, very miserable.
Yeah, we've got one arch ready to do a bit of seam welding on. So
the plan is here really is to stitch weld these seams because there's loads and loads of seams. You see where they all crisscross over.
And it started pulling apart on the
different
other side,
panels, yeah. Particularly the stiff suspension dampers, it always puts a lot of strain into these panels, and it started to pull these spot welds apart on the other side. And it breaks them all around here and that, so we're going to basically do a load of seam welding in here now that you've got it all prepped and ready. I'll come in and do the good bit.
Yeah, you come in and take the glory.
Yeah.
I'll go on fire watch.
Yeah. And hopefully we've got enough of the seam sealer out for it to weld.
I'm not going to guarantee it, but we'll see what happens. Here we go, about to start what day are we on now? Tuesday. Day 4 of mining for treasure under this car. Me and Craig stayed a bit last night. Craig welded up all these seams in here. We're going to clean them off a little bit today, ready for the first coat of paint. The plan today is to start working across the bottom of the car there. We've got to cut this off, fix whatever snapped off in there, and then yeah, work that way, cleaning and welding as we go, and I'm sure it's going to be another long day of excitement. We'll spend a bit of time quickly just shaping that bottom seam again, making it look a bit prettier. Next bit is start to deal with this cracked subframe mount. I think the plan is we're going to drill through from the bottom here straight out the floor, so we mark the boot floor and we can see, you know, exactly where it comes out. Take this plate off, and we may have to cut into there as well if the damage has gone that far, but yeah, let's get a drill and see how this goes. Round 2. He's pretty upset about that drill bit. Sorry, Craig. Hey, daylight. Well, we've managed to get rid of that plate, which has seen better days, and here is the reality of 20-year-old E46 M3s. Yeah, think about it before you buy one. Let's keep cutting.
So there's a massive hole
I'd call it a little window.
It's a little window.
Basically what we did, we cut this open here, so that where the front mount comes through here, this, you can see that isn't attached to the plate above
Do that
it.
again, give it all.
It's literally,
I see, yeah, bloody hell.
it moves. So what we do, we cut this open and actually like weld this together so it becomes part of that.
Right.
Rather than just bolting into it,
Yeah.
and this moves. Because you can see the thread is actually in this bit here.
Yeah.
So when that's bolted in, with that not attached, it allows it just to do this.
And that's what
it just destroys the floor,
So
yeah.
it starts to crack there, then passes it down
It
here.
just goes
then,
everywhere. And that's why it's same on the back. That's why we go, rather than doing the plates, we go above.
Yeah.
And put the plate in to actually attach the top, to hold the top.
Yeah.
And it works really effectively.
Firstly, it's meant to look like that side still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was going to be my next question. This one isn't broken, but obviously we're going to cut a window and throw some weld
Yeah.
at it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good.
So that's
It's quite a nice amount of access in there, really, isn't it? You're not
Yeah.
going to get right to the back. Oh, you
no,
might, actually.
we can get a fair way round.
Yeah.
And then if you want to cut through there, you can like drill and put a weld through. But
Yeah.
this does it pretty well, to be fair.
Okay, brilliant. So some prezzies have turned up from Specialist Motorsport Engineering.
So what is in here?
So this is the one that we're going to use. This is actually the repair piece, which I was wondering. Yeah, well, I was wondering whether we'd use it, and we'll definitely have a look. But with the big box section pieces that we've got in, it might not be possible. So I believe some of this is a jig, like a template.
Right. Okay.
I need to get the I need to get the instructions really.
We have to read instructions.
Destructions.
Never a good day you're going to read instructions. Really do some scissors for us or a knife, but
Do you want a knife instead?
yeah, there's one about some.
Yeah.
Just because Birmingham's carrying on.
Yeah,
It smells car knife.
Having a lock knife in your pocket, it's not really a cool thing. Sorry, it's not very sharp. Sharper than a screwdriver or whatever the fuck, a scraper.
That looks like a couple of strip towers.
There we go.
Okay.
That looks like it mounts to the back. That's the back ones, isn't it? It's strip tower.
Yeah, which is where that box section is. That's a nice bit of kit, isn't it? Nice bit of welding.
Nice
as
light
well.
bit of T45 by the feel of it.
Yeah.
So.
So it does the strut top reinforcement as well.
We did have one of these in, but it was a bit more substantial. It was a bit more heavy duty than, wasn't it? But
Yeah, it
Probably
kind
a
of
bit
went up to
overkill,
the
really.
parcel shelf and all sorts.
it went right up all over the place.
I think
yeah.
it did weigh about 1,000 kilos.
It was, yeah, it was a bit over top. Wasn't it?
Put one in, did you?
Well, we made
Yeah,
one
yeah.
out of stainless. It was a really cool looking bridge, but yeah, it did end up being a bit over the top.
What happened to that?
I think it was just taken out by Sherma.
Right.
You know, Sherma being Sherma probably said, "This is shit. Take this shit off."
He definitely said that.
But it did the job. Well, would have been. Maybe this is nice. I mean, it's all nice and lightweight.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the floor reinforcement / repair piece, and that is a little bit more delicate than our twin 40mm box section, but.
So is this one that's inside the boot floor?
Yeah.
That isn't going to work because
No.
we've already been there and done that.
Yeah. So the question is this going to work because of that box section that we've put in? We'll pop it in because we'll be able to measure the distance from the gap here to work out how much we've got to take off there. What would be nice, in my eyes, would be is if we shorten these to the exact correct amount for them to sit on the base of this, so that you basically hole saw into this, it goes through and it sits onto the base of this. You know what I mean? And I know we might have to scallop a little bit more to get this and this side through far enough, but I think it'd be the way to do it would be to drill from underneath, then hole saw this diameter down, and then see how far it goes down, see whether it sits down
The
far
problem is the only way to do it properly would be to mount onto the bottom of this box section.
Yeah.
Because then it's flat,
Yeah.
or
That's what I'm talking about there.
But
So you basically, the way I'm saying, you drill from
I
underneath,
know what you mean, yeah.
drop that down. If it still doesn't go down far enough, then you take 5mm off or whatever of the actual bit, and then it'll drop down and hit that flat surface.
And just weld it on the top, or are we going to try and weld
No welding.
bottom?
You shouldn't
no
need to
welding.
weld it. No,
Okay.
it should just bolt together at that point.
Yeah, because that's a machine tube, but I can just put a new bottom on that. I can just take a new bottom onto it, so it's not the end of the world.
I reckon that's got to be the plan.
I got my long special drills. I only snapped one this morning.
That I replaced.
Yeah, he's snapped another one.
Ago. It's like he got it in 1987 or something. It's irreplaceable. I said I'm sorry, and I offered to make him a cup of tea.
I replaced those, and he's already broken one.
Yep.
What
again,
the hell?
I know.
You Luddite, you
I
are.
even hide them so they don't get trashed.
Well, he told me where they were.
Cool, well, yeah, go and break another one then, let's go.
Right then.
Just having a look round here,
Next
you can see
problem.
where the spring platform has pulled away from the floor and cracked all the floor here. And I believe this is an issue more with the damper unspring, like trying to push this part of the car.
Oh yeah, running a full coil over.
Well, this is running full coil over, and basically this whole part of the car is trying to be pulled off this part of the car.
Well, it has been.
You can see it's pulled, like it's popped all these spot welds here. They can go anyway on just when this bit goes, because if you just put plates on here, all you do is transmit the load everywhere else, and it breaks. It just causes all sorts of grief. So if you don't put the kit in above, don't put these on, because then it just causes lots of issues. But these spring platforms falling apart is actually this pushing up.
Yeah, it's hard to see on the camera. Can we get the torch?
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's probably 5mm gap there between
you can see where it's all split and broke away here.
Yeah.
So it's quite bad.
Yay, more problems.
Yep. Get it clean, we'll weld it.
Yay. Alright, Reg.
Yeah.
Come to look at the problems.
Yeah, it's bad.
Everything we poke, it finds another problem.
Just
Like
sell it.
here, and it's just, I mean, what's
Scrap
the
it.
point?
Put it in the ocean.
What's the point?
Push it in the river.
Get in the canal.
Get in the canal. Let's get a new one. This down here, chassis legs. Yeah. They need welding around all these seams.
So you've done it with the big one there.
Yeah, and I've had fire and big one everywhere.
So if I just go the delicate
Just
one,
try and dig
anything
out.
we can get out, yeah.
We've been under there for 2 hours. How'd you feel?
Probably like 1/8 how you feel, basically. I feel like an old man.
And even better, look, nothing really changed.
Oh yeah, doesn't it? Yeah. We know that we've taken quite a lot off in the particular areas that we need to, but yeah, my God, it's a bit relentless, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll wait and see what Craig says when he gets here.
Yeah, he'll go and no.
Well, if he does, I'll just get the welder and do it myself.
Yeah. To be fair, there's only so much you can do, and I think what Craig is possibly a bit worried about is what his welding looks like. You know, people judging him on the internet based on us not having got enough crap out from the seams and stuff. Yeah, it's all going to be covered in sealer anyway. As long as it's strong, I don't really care.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, I think you've been doing this for, would you say, like probably like a total of 8 days now, something like that?
Well, I guess including the old building. No,
Yeah.
what are we on? We're on a four days now since we moved it here, aren't we? This will be the fifth day. Yeah.
So yeah, you've got to have been doing it for 8 days total, like
Probably.
stripping,
Yeah.
which is more than I intended on asking you.
Yeah. We don't know what you're starting until you start the first.
I think that's the real problem. I'm sure that you guys have pointed it out while I was away, but
Yeah.
as you take
you
some of the
poke,
sealer out,
Yeah.
you find it crack, as you take more out, you find a big gap.
Yeah.
And then you just constantly chasing stuff, and then suddenly the whole fucking floor's moved by like 5 mil, and you need to take the sealer out to be able to push it back together to weld it properly. So yeah, it is a properly miserable, relentless job, and I really do appreciate you doing all the hard work.
What else are we going to do?
Thank you. Well, yeah, it is. I really do feel like we're getting somewhere now with it, at least.
If we can get some welding done today, I feel like at least we did something.
Yeah, that's it, I think.
And if we can get that strut brace thing tomorrow done, then
it feels like we're adding stuff, doesn't it? Is that right in the corner?
That's right.
We were really struggling to get up in that corner.
You just can't get into it.
Yeah.
You know.
That's actually welded pretty nicely though.
No, it's
not
fine.
too bad.
It's what you find if you like get a couple on, let the heat get rid of the
burns
fumes
it off
and that.
a bit, yeah.
Because when you weld it, sometimes even just the fumes come off and the smoke that affects the gas. So you just have to let it burn away.
Are you happy with the job Jay and I did this morning?
What's this eye business? From what I heard, you come out that.
He wasn't happy a minute ago. Just before he started, he was calling it half a job.
I heard you put the ovals on for a photo shoot then.
That's it. Again. Yeah, pretty much. Well, a 2-hour photo shoot. But
Yeah. I look the part.
Yeah. I just came in for the glory, basically.
Exactly.
We'll just like stitch along here in some of the box sections where they've got, some of them have got like drains where they can let bits out if it gets water in, so we'll leave a little bit to get out of there.
Right, okay.
But I mean, some of these just bowed over seams, so we just weld it, knocked it in a little bit. And
it's pressed that shape to clear the other bits that goes around.
Yeah, so.
And everywhere where there is a crease, it's a bit more structure as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're just gonna sometimes knock a bit in and just get a bit of extra weld on it.
Cool. You're just setting fire to my car.
That's the seam sealer coming out of the joints.
Yeah, and we burnt as much as we could out of that with the blowtorch.
The trouble is, some of these seams are ones that are like peeled away a bit, so the sealer's like in it.
Was it assembled with sealer, the car?
No, I presume it's like when the sealer goes like, if there's a gap, the sealer can get like blown into it, but then you can't get it out.
Right.
You know, I mean, how long's Jay?
Because it does seem really mad how far inside each one of the.
I suppose if it's blown in,
it must be.
It goes in, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's mad. And we just received a really nice delivery from Redish Motorsports. Some more posh metal. So this is a reinforcement plate. It's their version 2 kit. I haven't read the instructions yet. But yeah, there's definitely more metal there than the ones that we used when we first did the reinforcement, 10 years ago. And these are coming off, so we'll be starting from scratch, like we have with this one. Already pulled that plate off.
At Driftworks, we've helped over 50,000 happy customers since 2004. Our huge online parts store is simple to use, with superb shipping rates to anywhere in the world, and finance options available for UK customers. We live and breathe wheel fitment, so if you have any questions about your own car or any of our products before placing an order, please drop us an email at shop@driftworks.com or give us a call. Thanks for watching.